shot the sheriff, but I didn't shoot the deputy. Shoot him too. Make sure you shoot that nigga too, because he's probably practicing police brutality. Jonathan Mattingly, Brett Hankerson, and Miles Cosgrove. Those are the 3 officers that were involved in the murder of Breonna Taylor, and they still have not been charged or convicted. Breonna Taylor needs justice. This whole not gonna start until I say that. Breonna Taylor needs justice. Don't forget to say her name. Don't erase her name from this movement. None of that. Breonna Taylor needs justice. First and foremost, let's get that shit clear. These companies are pandering to us at the moment. They pandering to us. Whether Black Lives Matter is a political movement and there's an underlying thing that we don't see, the message still stands. Black Lives Matter. All these little companies, like Band-Aid, who wants to create flesh-colored Band-Aids for... Why y'all acting like black people just started to exist? We've been here. What you mean you hear us?
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
We've been yelling. What are you talking about? What do you mean we hear you, we see you? We've been here. Are you deaf? Are you blind? Huh, Helen Keller? We've been here. Why are you just now making flesh-colored band? Why are you just now? You've been complicit. You've been complicit and you've been dead. Chick-fil-A, Starbucks, Band-Aid, Vogue. There had to be a whole trend for Vogue because they've only had one photographer and one black person to grace their cover. And then Anna Centaur or Wintour, the bitch with the bob and the glasses, want to say, I wish we could have done more. Bitch, you've been the editor-in-chief for how long? You've been underneath that magazine for how long? You could have been did more. Talking about we hear you, we see you. We've been here. Y'all, I don't know how y'all been hear us and see us when y'all heard and saw us when y'all took us from another continent. Let's start there. Let's start there. And if you don't even want to talk about your ancestors, you've been killing us for decades. This Black Lives Movement matter did not just start yesterday. So what are you talking about? It started a long time ago with Mike Brown, with Trayvon Martin. What is you talking about? A 12-year-old Samir Rice was playing with a toy gun and y'all shot that 12-year-old dead. And now you want to make flesh-colored bandages? Now you want to have a mediocre-looking black boy for The Bachelor? Fuck that black boy because he's probably going to pick a white bitch, and fuck your flesh-colored Band-Aids. Fuck them. Chick-fil-A and Starbucks, they prohibited Black Lives Matter apparel while employees are working. Fuck them. Then Starbucks want to backtrack and be like, oh no, JK, we actually do, we don't mind y'all wearing black. Fuck you. You wanted to make your white customers more comfortable, your white coffee consumers more comfortable, so you didn't want your employees to wear Black Lives Matter apparel to work. Fuck you. Let's start there. Chick-fil-A, as we know, are we surprised that they've been funding Trump? They are homophobic, they are extra religious, and their chicken is magically great. And that leads me into my topic of discussion today, canceling and boycotting. Canceling and boycotting do not make a difference if it's not a large number, if it's not a great percentage. And that goes back to my previous want of unification. We need unity in our community. There is power in our numbers. Just because we are a minority does not mean we are not strong. We are very strong. And when we talk about cancel culture and boycotting, people don't take that shit seriously. There's fake outrage or genuine outrage for what? 3 to 5 business days, and then what? And then what? We're back to it. People are still eating Chick-fil-A. People are still consuming Starbucks. People are still shopping at Target. We cannot cancel. People are still fucking with Kanye. B. Simone, let's pause right here. So, B. Simone had a little viral moment. First of all, I respect B. Simone. Let me just say that right now. I feel as though, as somebody who came up from nothing, I think she's originally from Ohio, but she did live in Dallas for quite some time. I feel as though when somebody manifests $1 million liquid, that is not something to joke about just because you don't like her or her eyebrows. So with that being said, this bitch basically said she wanted somebody, a man, to match her lifestyle, where she, in a condescending tone, talked about the fact that she did not want a man working a 9 to 5.
A 9 to 5.
What? Why not? You don't want him to have an honest job?
I mean, he could be a hustling entrepreneur.
So you want him to be you want CEO status?
Yes.
Okay, he can't
So
like he can't clock in and clock out.
No.
Damn, B.
I think
Simone.
entrepreneurs should date entrepreneurs.
Okay, but still, there's people who have really good jobs with vocational skills. If he's a mechanic,
I'm sure, but no, you're not gonna understand my lifestyle. You're not gonna understand why I'm up at 3 a.m.
Damn, you making this hard for me. Okay, all right.
You know.
Of course, Twitter got a hold, as well as other social media platforms, and ran her to the ground. Now, she does have a book. Don't know what the fuck it's called, but I know it's about manifestation, that she had out for quite some time, and it did sell out. So the price for the book is about $25 with $11 shipping. So because, as we know, when you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
See, when you do clownery, the clown comes back to bite.
So now that she's in the limelight, people who are now receiving their books or funeral pamphlets or magazines are now coming and telling the truth that these motherfuckers look like they are made at Kinko's. They are ass. And not only are they ass in very low quality, it seems as though she has been plagiarizing her pamphlets. When you have a big platform and you have a big ass mouth, make sure there's not shit in the back, in the dark, that will come to the light. And for me, I'm not gonna speak too much on it, except that's what she gets. That's why you need to shut the fuck up. Because they wasn't done with you when you make that stupid ass statement when we were protesting and it was heavy. Now you want to come back and double back on your stupidity. Now they're showing how you finessing the game in a terrible way. And this is the stereotype when it comes to black-owned businesses and how black people hold black-owned businesses at a higher caliber than regular businesses. This is exactly why you are giving out funeral pamphlets, B. And now you're looking dumb. And now people are on your ass. And that's what you get. So back to what I was saying about canceling and boycotting. Y'all be talking about y'all canceling this, that, and the third. Nothing is being canceled. Y'all still listening. Y'all still eating. Y'all still shopping. So what's really tea? Nobody's taking anybody seriously when somebody says they boycotting or canceling. And that's a fucking problem. Because if we boycott and cancel in unity and unification in our numbers, we will be strong. They will definitely feel us. They will feel us. And they will fear us. Feel and fear. But we allow our fake outrage and the reality that is social media to consume us. Get off that phone and realize you don't need to do shit except stay black and die. Fuck these people that don't fuck with us. Fuck the pandering. Fuck that. I'm off that. Stop pandering to us. We don't need a black bachelor. That's not going to bring Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, or George Floyd back. That's not going to bring Sandra Black. That's not going to bring Tatiana back. That's not going to bring Botham back. We don't need street names. We don't need the black bachelor. We don't need flesh-colored bandages. We need justice, and we need to be seen as equal in this country. Then we got 45 inciting a race war, basically. What do you mean you want to go to Tulsa, Oklahoma, the same place where the 1921 Tulsa massacre transpired, and you want to do a white supremacist rally there on Juneteenth? Is it that you're stupid, or is it that you're dumb? We have people screaming all lives matter and then making a mockery of a life by putting their neck on a false body. How are you saying all lives matter, but you're not respecting the one that died? So does all lives matter? Or is that just, as we all know, a rebuttal because you're racist? As I said in the previous video, I do not want us to lose momentum. Algorithms within social media as well as media outlets such as the news have tried to push what's still going on away. We are still protesting. We are still on the streets. We are still signing petitions. We are still using our voice. We are still using our platforms. Do not slow down because you do not see it. They are purposely trying to make it die down so that way you won't incite anger with every post that you see. No, it is still going on. Seattle, Boston, it is still going on. We are still here. Minneapolis, we are still here, and we are still ready for justice. We are still ready for equality. We have statues being beheaded. We have people saying enough is enough. Don't let these algorithms make you lose sight of what's real. Breonna Taylor's killers need to be brought to justice. They need to be charged and convicted. We still need to be outside. The streets are talking. As Dave Chappelle said in his latest stand-up, the streets are talking. There's no need for us to be silenced when we are as loud as we can be right now. Confederate flag, fuck these statues that these motherfuckers didn't even know the history about. Fuck them. Burn it down. Take away the Confederate flag. Take it away. I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear it. They are useless. They are symbols of hate. They are symbols of racism. They are symbols that this country does not see us as equal, but sees us as inferior. All lives matter, and yet you are making a mockery of the ones that have been murdered unjustly. And just because somebody is a criminal or has a criminal past or may be seen as a bad person, hoop the holler, hop the hoop, does not mean they should be senselessly murdered in the streets. You don't justify a murder by bringing up somebody's past. That is sick. That is sick. Oh, he was smoking weed. Oh, he slapped somebody. Oh, but does that mean that a knee should be on that person's neck for 8 minutes and 46 seconds? When somebody's about to pass, they start to call for people who are already dead. George Floyd's mother has been dead for over 2 years, and he called for her as though she was alive still. And you mean to tell me because he may have had a criminal past, because he may have given a clerk a counterfeit $20 bill, he deserved to have a knee on his neck for almost 9 minutes until he passed? Breonna Taylor, who was an EMT, who was 26 when she passed, they rammed through her door and shot her 8 times and then arrested her boyfriend for self-defense and shooting back. He did not know who was in this house, who was ramming into his home. He had no idea, so of course he was entitled to that self-defense. And they tried to prosecute that man. No knock. They did not knock before they entered and shot Breonna Taylor. She did not do anything except die and be murdered in her own home. And they still have not brought justice to her killers. Her incident report is an absolute joke. How is somebody shot 8 times, but they sustained no injuries? How dare you? We are not stupid. We are not dumb. Bring justice to Breonna Taylor and Robert Fuller, who was hanging from a tree in Palmdale, California. A 24-year-old man, and they ruled that as a suicide. You mean to tell me Robert went to a tree and hung himself like strange fruit, and it was a suicide? And y'all want to pander to us by giving us a black bachelor. And David Chappelle's stand-up is called 846. I highly, highly recommend that everybody takes the time out to watch it if you have not watched it already. Dave Chappelle was born 8/24, where he uses Kobe's numbers. He won a Grammy the day Kobe passed away, and it hit him hard, as well as him being born at 8:46 a.m., the same amount of time that Officer Chauvin's knee was on George Floyd's neck. And he made a very, very, very good point. Chris Dorner, a man that was out to kill cops because he was, to me, unjustly fired for complaining about excessive force that his partner took on someone. He opened fire and waged a war with the police department. Once they found out where that man was, as Dave said, 400 cops came, 400 to one man, because he took it upon himself to kill someone of their team. He killed one of them, so they showed up and showed out. But they can't understand why we showing up and showing out, because they have been constantly and consistently killing one of our own. Thousands, hundreds of our own. You can't seem to understand that? You want to hit us with all lives matter, but when they kill a cop, what is it? It's blue lives, which is a choice. You being a cop is a choice. The color of our skin is not a choice. That boycotting, that canceling, that pandering, the things that they want to give us so we can calm down, so we can shut up, kneeling with kente cloth on, fools. Cupid shuffling and then throwing rubber bullets and tear gas. These little things that they trying to give us to make us stop talking. We won't be silent. I refuse to be silent. I refuse. Bring justice. I want hell to rain down on this country until we are seen as equal. Genetically, we are superior. Biologically, the black male and the black female are superior. And we're not even asking for that. Reparations would be nice, but we're not even asking for that. We are asking to be seen as equal. We are asking for justice. It seems a little redundant. This is the third video I done made. I will not stop. I will not stop. You wanna make a video? I can definitely give it to you. But that voiceover is gonna be a motherfucker. I will not stop. You think I would, Ruka, finally she's back. I won't stop. I won't. I will continue to metaphorically keep my foot on these motherfuckers' necks. I will continue to research and make sure that I have the details very clear on the unjust, senseless murders in this country. Dave Chappelle's stand-up, I implore you to see it. Lil Baby, he put out a song called A Bigger Picture. I highly recommend it as well. NASCAR has prohibited the Confederate flag at their events. I know those chewing tobacco motherfucking crackers are angry. I know they are upset. Those redneck bullfrogs, I know they upset. Good. Good. Now you see how we feel. I refuse to be silent. I came here real quick, huh? I didn't even introduce myself. Hi, y'all. My name is Ruka. My name is Young Rooks. And I'm here to tell you that Black Lives Matter. One thing that has been brought up is the amount of money that has been donated to causes, bail funds, the families that have lost their partners, their mothers, their fathers, and then, of course, the BLM movement. Where does the money go? Which is a good question. I know we have seen almost, or if not more than $1 billion to the movement. Where does it go? And who does it benefit? It needs to benefit us. It needs to help implement a system to where we are seen as equal. And it should implement that we and our dollar is very strong. Look how something like this has made us begin to promote and buy from black businesses. My brother just said that he started to bank black. He put money in the bank owned by black owned. We are looking at businesses now like, who has a black owned coffee shop? Fuck a Starbucks. There's a Facebook for the Dallas-Fort Worth area for Dallas black-owned restaurants, and it's booming. It's booming. If we take the time out, our black dollar will be circulating, and it won't just be Tulsa. It won't just be Oklahoma that has a Black Wall Street. It could be this entire nation. If we keep going the way we're going. If we keep crowdfunding for the blacks, for us. If we keep circulating the black dollar within our businesses and well-quality businesses. We don't want no Be Simone pamphlets. No, we want good quality. Black techs, black nail techs, black musicians, MUAs, hairstylists, clothes, necessities, essentials, everything black. House real black, cars real black, money real black, everything real black, rims real black, pockets real black, all of it. We deserve it. We deserve it. I got what I wanted to say off my chest. But I just wanted to come on here and really tell y'all and really drive it home. We have power right now. We have power right now. Do not be complicit. Do not be distracted by the pandering that these companies are doing right now. They care more about the coin and less about you. They're only doing it for the coin. They're only doing it for the coin. And it's also Pride Month. See the difference between the pride and see the difference between the Black lives. I want every month of this year to be Black History Month. We deserve it. I want us to continue. I want us to paint these streets with our anger and our rage and our wrath until we are seen as who we are, which is equal. Justice for Breonna Taylor. Bring her 3 killers to justice. Charge and convict Breonna Taylor's killers. Look into Robert Fuller's case. Ain't no black man hanging themselves off of a tree knowing our history. Black trans lives, when we say Black Lives Matter, it's black trans lives, black women, black men, everybody, black, we matter. And we could kiki, we could joke, we could try to lessen the negativity, but that remains 10 toes down. I want to touch on unifying again. Do not let the division of our community confuse us. Do not take your anger and put it in outlets that are not necessary. Use that anger. Use that anger as fuel to change what's going on in this nation. Justice for Breonna Taylor. Justice for George Floyd. Justice for Ahmaud Arbery. If you're new here, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to vent, if you want to say something lovely underneath the comment section, please do so. It's your girl, Young Rooks, again, with another episode on Chopping and Rooks. Chopping it up. I don't know. If I continue being consistent with these, I might have to put a name on it. Videos of the last 2 videos will pop up. If you haven't seen them yet and you got a little bit of time, make sure you definitely look at those. I have a lot of information about what's been going on. And if you're unaware, please do so. Okay? Ruka is here. Ruka is clear, as you know. Okay? Okay, all right. All right, okay. Okay, all right. Black Lives Matter. Okay, all right. Black Lives Matter. Okay, let me tell you about this girl, Young Rooks. Black Lives Matter, and I will get the boot if you try me, baby. I'ma kill you with this 9. Black Lives Matter all day, rain or shine. Let me hear you say it with me. Black Lives Matter. Say it with me. Can you hear me real clear? Represent that H and put it in my vest, and I rep where I stay. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives. Black Lives Matter till I die. Black Lives Matter.